Barbados, a mansion overlooking the Caribbean Sea. This is where Neville Goddard lived and taught for decades. Neville Goddard, mystic, teacher, master of manifestation, one of the most powerful minds in metaphysical history. But he wasn't born into luxury. He was born into poverty. 1905, Barbados, 9th of 10 children. No money, no prospects, just another poor island kid. At 17, he moved to New York to become a dancer and failed. For years, he struggled. Poverty in Barbados, poverty in New York. Same story, different location. Then he discovered something, a law, a method, and everything changed. He didn't just teach manifestation, he lived it. This is how a poor dancer became a mystic millionaire, the manifestation story they don't tell you. Neville Lancelot Goddard, born February 19th, 1905, Barbados, British colony. His family had 10 children. They had nothing. But Neville had a mind. He read everything: philosophy, mysticism, religion. He was searching for something, the way out, the secret. At 17, he left, took a ship to New York, 1922. The dream: become a dancer, make it in America, escape poverty. He danced, vaudeville, Broadway, but barely survived. The dance world was brutal, competitive. He was just another body, another face, another failure. By his mid-20s, nothing had changed. Still poor, still struggling, still trapped. The island poverty had followed him to the city. He started searching, not for dance gigs, for answers. Why do some people escape poverty and others don't? What's the real law? He found metaphysical lectures, new thought teachings, theosophy, hermetic philosophy, and he became obsessed. There had to be a method, a science. And then, in 1931, at age 26, broke and desperate, he met someone who changed everything. A teacher, a mystic, a man named Abdullah. Abdullah, Ethiopian, Jewish, mystic. No one knows exactly who he was, but he knew things, ancient things, Kabbalah, hermetic wisdom, the real secrets. Abdullah didn't teach manifestation. He taught the law, the only law. Consciousness is the only reality. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, not I will be, not I want to be. I am, present tense, already done. You don't attract what you want. You become what you assume you already are. Neville's mind exploded. This wasn't positive thinking. This wasn't visualization. This was identity shift. Assume you already are the thing. Consciousness will harden it into fact. Abdullah taught him, don't live from the wish. Live in the wish. Feel it now, not as future, as present. Assumption hardens into fact, always. And here's the method. State akin to sleep. That drowsy moment before sleep. When the conscious mind relaxes, that's when you impress the subconscious. You imagine a scene that implies the wish fulfilled, not the wish itself, the aftermath. You feel yourself in the scene, as if it's happening now. You loop it and fall asleep in it. Your subconscious can't tell the difference between imagined and real, so it accepts the imagined scene as instruction and creates circumstances to match. Abdullah told him, you know the law, now prove it, test it, don't take my word, demonstrate it yourself. And Neville did. His first test manifests something impossible, something that would prove consciousness creates reality. Winter, 1933, New York. Neville was homesick. He wanted to go home to Barbados, see his family, but he had no money, zero. A ship ticket cost more than he'd ever had. He told Abdullah, I want to go to Barbados, but I can't. I have no money. Abdullah looked at him and said something Neville never forgot. Abdullah said, you are in Barbados. Neville said, no, I'm in New York. I want to be in Barbados. Abdullah repeated, You are in Barbados. Neville kept arguing. But I'm here in New York. I can't afford. Abdullah slammed the door in his face. You are in Barbados. Neville understood. Don't imagine going to Barbados. Assume you're already there. Feel yourself there. Now, present tense, already done. That night, Neville did sats. He felt himself in Barbados. The heat, the ocean, his family. He fell asleep feeling himself there, not going there, there. Within a week, his brother, who never sent money, sent a letter. Come home, here's a ship ticket, I'll pay for everything. Out of nowhere, Neville went to Barbados. Abdullah's teaching was proven. You are in Barbados. Assumption hardened into fact. The law worked. While in Barbados visiting family, Neville walked past the wealthy estates, colonial mansions, overlooking the ocean, luxury he'd never known. One mansion caught his attention. Perfect location, ocean view, everything he'd ever wanted, but it was impossible. He was a broke dancer from New York, but he remembered Abdullah. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. So Neville decided, I will own a mansion in Barbados. I will live there. I will teach from there. He went back to New York, but every night, in sats, he felt himself in that mansion, not wanting it, owning it, living in it, already his. Things started changing. His dance career ended, but teaching opportunities appeared. People wanted to hear what he knew, paid lectures, growing audience. Through the 40s and 50s, Neville became one of the most respected mystics in America, teaching, writing, proving the law through his own life. And as he taught others to manifest, he manifested for himself. Money came, resources appeared, the path to the mansion became real, and then it happened. Neville Goddard bought a mansion in Barbados, the exact type he'd imagined years earlier, overlooking the Caribbean. Perfect. He lived there for decades, taught from there. Students came from around the world to learn in that mansion, the physical proof of the law. Everything he taught, he had lived, from poverty to this, not through luck, through law. Consciousness is the only reality. He'd proven it. The poor boy from Barbados had returned, not as a failure, as a master, living proof that assumption hardens into fact. That mansion still stands today, physical evidence, not just a teaching, a demonstration. This is how consciousness creates reality. So what did Neville teach from that mansion? The simplest, purest manifestation method ever documented. 4 core principles. First, I am. Whatever follows I am creates your reality. Not, I want to be rich. I am rich, not future, present, already done. You don't attract a new life, you assume a new identity. And consciousness, which is God, hardens that assumption into physical fact. Always. Second principle, assumption hardens into fact, not might, not sometimes, always. It's law. Assume long enough with feeling, it must manifest. Third, live in the end. Don't visualize the process. Live from the wish fulfilled. Feel yourself already there. That's the state you inhabit. Fourth, sats, state akin to sleep. That drowsy moment before sleep. Imagine a scene implying the wish fulfilled. Feel yourself in it, loop it, sleep in it. While you sleep, your subconscious accepts the scene as real and begins rearranging circumstances to match. You wake up in a different reality. Neville also taught revision. You can change the past, reimagine a disappointing day as you wish it had been. The future will reflect the revised past. You don't need to know how it happens. The bridge of incidents will appear. The path will form. Your job is the assumption. Reality's job is the how. Neville taught this from his mansion for decades, not as theory, as demonstration. I did it. You can do it. It's law. And thousands learned, applied it, manifested their own mansions, their own dreams. The law worked for them like it worked for Neville. Every modern manifestation teacher owes Neville a debt. His teaching is the purest. No religion, no rituals, just law. Consciousness is the only reality. Neville moved to Los Angeles in his later years, continued teaching, refining the message, making it even simpler, even purer. October 1st, 1972, Neville Goddard died, age 67, but his teaching didn't die, it multiplied. His lectures were recorded, transcribed, published. Today, you can hear his voice, read his exact words. The teaching lives, and people still use his methods. SATS, I am, assumption, living in the end. And it still works, because it's law, not belief. Law. That mansion in Barbados, still there, still proof. The poor boy imagined it, assumed it, and consciousness made it real. Neville Goddard didn't just teach manifestation, he lived it. From poverty in Barbados to a mansion in Barbados, the full circle, the complete proof. His message was simple. You are not going toward your desire. You are already there. Assume it, feel it, sleep in it. Consciousness will make it real. This is Vine Wallet, video 4 in our Hidden Wealth Psychology series. The teachers who proved consciousness creates reality.